doing? Welcome back to my channel. I first want to say thank you to and welcome to all of our new subscribers. It is great to have you here and supporting. I appreciate you. Thank you for, I'm just glad that there was something that, encouraged you to want to stick around and to be a part of the family here. So I have been talking to, we're going to hop right into this. But I've been talking for a minute about doing something else on my channel, right? And that's tackling debt. Okay. Let me just preface this by saying I am a 28-year-old young lady. I do not have any children and I do not have a significant other. It is just me. Okay. I do have the standard bills like rent, my car note, my car payment, things like that, phone, all that. Like I take care of me, right? But I don't have a lot of the expenses that other people my age may tend to have. So my entire financial journey may look different, but one thing that I am certain of is that no matter what part of life you find yourself in, you can get to a financially healthy place if you do your best to take care of your finances, okay? And we're kind of going to dive into a little bit of what that may look like, because some people may feel like, well, I don't have, I don't make that much money, like my bills outweigh, my income, right? Like my outflows outweigh my inflows. And um, we're going to talk about that at some point. We're not going to do that in this video. We're going to talk about that. And one of the ways that I had to navigate that when that was my situation. Okay. And so I just want to welcome you to, I'm sorry about the lights, guys. I'm sorry. The thing about the space that I record in, the natural lighting is not the best. And so, we have to work with the artificial lights, which is okay. I think that you can see me well. But yeah, so I wanted to talk to you all about something called debt. All right, listen, I've been talking about dealing with this for a minute now because I am on a journey to financial health and freedom. And that looks like doing the thing that a lot of us dread, but is necessary. And that is paying off debt. Now, I am going to take this moment to put a little plug in here for a YouTuber that I follow. She's really, really great. Her name is Jasmine. And her channel's name is Budget Treasures. I'm going to link her down in the description. I purchased from her debt-free journey workbook. Okay, I've been watching her and she's been tackling her debt and she has been doing an amazing job. So I just want to shout her out. She's doing a great job. And so I am, having watched her for a while, I'm at the point where I am ready to start tackling my debt. Okay. The biggest debt that I have is my car payment. And we're going to get into what that kind of looks like. But I just want to let you know the tools that you will see me using in this video. The debt-free workbook is I did purchase that from Budget Treasures, which is Jasmine. Okay. And I will link I will put the link to her website down in the description. Subscribe if you are somebody who wants to tackle debt. I'm telling you, she will be your motivation. She will be your motivation. And so I am doing her debt-free workbook. I purchased this from her website. It does come as a PDF and you get to print it out, which is great. And so we're going to change the angle here because I want you all to be able to see what I am doing. I want you all to see the information that I have on the page. And I want to put this disclaimer out there. I'm going to be transparent in this process, okay? I don't want to hear any negative comments regarding what I'm sharing. You will not know anything unless I choose to share it. And if I am choosing to share it, it means that I am not ashamed about it. It means that it's not something that you will be able to hold over my head or go to the comment section and create a whole big thing about. Like, I'm sharing this because I want to do this. If I'm going to be open about financial health, I want to be able to show you all what it looks like to navigate getting to that place. Okay. So I'm going to be as open and as upfront and as honest with this process as I feel it is necessary to be. Okay. So we're going to go through some things in this debt-free workbook. We're kind of going to do a walkthrough. And like I said, you could print it out, but I just put it, that's not how that goes. I just placed it in this kind of like loose leaf binder. And so we're going to get to that in just a second. Okay. So buckle your seatbelts. This is installment 1 of my debt-free journey. So hopefully this kind of motivates you as well. And you decide to go on over there and see Jasmine about getting yourself one of these books, and we can work on clearing our debt together. Okay, so let's hop right into it. All right, so here we are. So I'm sorry about the little shadow puppets again. The natural lighting isn't the best, so we kind of have to, let me see if I can minimize it a little bit. Oh no, that just made it worse. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry guys, they're kind of going to just have to kind of like be there because the natural lighting in the room is not the best. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Let's just rock with it for a second. All right, so this is again the debt-free journey workbook. I just wanted to show you all my little, I got this little bucket thing from the Dollar Tree, and then these candies came from my Valentine's Day bundle from PVJ Skincare, so I just have them in there. Here's my business card. I'm just going to leave that there. Shop Debernay LLC. We are Shop Debernay on Etsy. And I will link that in the description box. Okay, so getting on our debt-free journey workbook. I'm just going to walk through so that you can kind of see what this is about. It is a step-by-step guide to help you set up a plan to pay off your debt, right? So like that is the entire point of this workbook. So hopping right into it, and just say hello and congratulations. I'm not going to read everything, guys. Like, I want you to go and get your own copy so you can figure all that out. But I'll just go through a few things. Hello, congratulations on making the empowering decision to pay off your debt. We're doing it, guys. Your commitment to taking control of your financial future is truly commendable. By choosing this path, you are embarking on a journey towards greater freedom and stability. Your determination to prioritize your financial well-being and will undoubtedly lead to a brighter and more secure future, right? Remember, every step you take towards reducing your debt is a step towards greater financial independence. Here's to your courage and dedication as you pave the way for a debt-free tomorrow. Let's get it. Okay, so then it goes into how to use this workbook. It lets you know each section that's in there. It gives you some debt payoff strategies that will be good for you to go through, just to let you know how you, like what method you're going to use to pay this down. And then it gives you ideas to make extra money to go towards debt payment. And this is a true saying. Unfortunately, money doesn't grow on trees. Okay, I wish, because I would plant one right outside my bedroom window. And it just goes through the methods, right? I might have that in there wrong. I might have mixed the pages up. I'll have to go back and see. But then it takes you to the debt payoff plan. This is what I really want to get to at this present moment, okay? The debt payoff plan, there's some questions that I'm going to start with you all. I'm going to answer here with you all. Why do you want to pay off debt? And honestly, it's really honestly what was stated here in the beginning page. Like, hold on, let me go back to it. Like, I want to get to a place of freedom and stability and be able to feel like I don't owe all of these people money. So one is freedom financially. Stability. And with that freedom financially comes the feeling of not feeling like I have to owe someone, right? Like that there's something looming over my head. So I'm not going to write all of that down, but this is what I mean when I say freedom financially. Like there's not something looming over my head that if I don't pay it, it'll affect me in a negative way. And like, I just do not want that anymore. And so I want to get freedom financially. And one thing that I understand is that I'm not currently buying a home, but I do anticipate buying one. So I understand that I'm going to acquire more debt in the future, which is another reason why I want to pay off the debt that I currently have. Is 3, to be able sorry about my handwriting, guys. I've tried all my life to better my handwriting. It just is what it is. But it also depends on the pen. And this pen is not like, if I have like a nice pen that glides, my handwriting will be a lot better. But this is what we get today. So to be able to make bigger financial decisions, an example, buying a home in the future, right? I want to be able to buy a home and not feel like, oh, that's another big debt that I have to acquire. Like, no, I want to be cleared in my debt so that when I take on a home, all of the money that I have, I can put towards taking care of that home and paying that home off. It's not, I have a debt here and a debt there and a debt there. So that's my reason for wanting to pay off debt, so that I can make bigger financial decisions in the future. What method will you use to pay off debt? Okay, so I showed y'all she has that option in like the ways to pay off. So she has her payoff strategy. She has the debt snowball method, the debt avalanche method, the debt priority method. I am going to do a mixture of some. Like, for instance, the debt avalanche, no, not this one. The debt snowball method is where you list your debts. You start by listing all your debts, and then you arrange them in ascending order based on their outstanding balances from smallest to largest. So you're going to tackle the smallest first, and then you're going to go on and snowball it into tackling the largest, right? So I'm going to take that idea as well as the debt priority method, which is categorizing your debts into different priority levels, okay? These categories are usually based on the potential consequences of not paying the debt. For example, you might have 3 categories: high priority, medium priority, and low priority. So I'm going to use part of the debt snowball. I'm going to use some of that method, as well as, so let me put and, the debt priority method. Again, sorry about my handwriting, but you know, I don't know what you want me to do. All right. So, and I will get into what that looks like when we get further into the book. Okay. What income will you use to pay off debt? Now, this is one that I had to spend time really considering, because I do have my Etsy shop, right? And so it's not booming right now. But I believe with all of my heart that one day it will, and that, you know, my business will start to prosper. But every now and again I get, you know, people who will make a purchase, and so that purchase will go towards, you know, whatever. And then I do also have opportunities that come in my life where I can go, and I am a preacher. So I go and I preach out, or, you know, I'm asked to come and sing, because I do sing. So there are multiple things that, you know, happen where I do end up getting blessed for that. And so I want to be accountable for that as well. And so it's like, do I make the decision to only tackle my debt when I've been asked to come and, you know, someone blesses me financially? Or do I want to put my paycheck in the rotation of helping me to pay for this? So it took some thinking, some brainstorming to see how exactly I wanted to do it. But the reality is, y'all, I want to get this debt paid off, as much debt paid off as soon as possible, right? Like, and we're going to get into like what debts I currently have, but I want to have these, majority of them, paid off by the end of the year. So I'm going to need more than just what somebody deemed as a side hustle, more, which is my Etsy shop. I want to do it more than just those opportunities that I go and speak, because there are some times where I go and I speak and I'm like, yeah, no, like God is saying, like, just go ahead and keep the offering or something like that. Like, and there's sometimes where it's like the opportunities come and God is like, not right now or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know when exactly those blessings might come. And I'm just, like I said, I'm going to be as open and as honest as I possibly can be. So what I'm going to put down here for 3 is I'm going to use my 9-to-5 income. That will handle the bulk of me paying things off is what I'm getting from my 9-to-5. Oh, sorry about this, guys. Sorry. But I'm also going to put Etsy income. When it comes in, I will set that money to the side, take out what, may need to be for taxes or whatever. You know how that percentage stuff works. And then I'm going to put the rest of it aside to put towards debt. And then I'm also going to do speaking engagements. Because it's not always where I'm asked to preach. Sometimes I'm asked to just come to like youth events and like share and things like that. So speaking engagements. So what I will use to pay off this debt, my 9-to-5 income, my Etsy income, and speaking engagements income that I get from those. Okay. Again, we're working to get this up, and this is not that often, that frequent. So when it does come, I'll just make sure that I attribute that towards that as well. Okay. The next question, what day will you make your debt payments? I'm being honest with y'all, I don't know. Let me decide a day. I think that I will make my debt payments. Let's do Tuesdays. Tuesdays are the days that you all get those cash stuffing videos anyway. So the day that you all see my cash stuffing videos will be the day that I pay. You're not going to see me paying because this whole debt clearing up process is going to be a separate thing that I put on my channel than the cash stuffings and things like that. So I'm not going to give you debt updates in those cash stuffing videos. So while that video is uploading on Tuesdays, I will be making my debt payments. Okay. So I'm going to make my debt payments on Tuesdays. How long would it take you to pay off your debt? I don't know, guys. I don't know how long it's going to take me to pay this debt off, but outside of my car, so I'm going to put outside of my vehicle, outside of my debt, my car loan, I'm anticipating the debt to be paid by December the 31st, 2024. That's what I want. Everything outside of my car loan, I want everything else paid for before this year goes out. Okay. And we're going to go into that. Now I'm going to skip this debt payment tracker for right now because I want to go to the debt overview. Let me see. Can I scoot y'all forward? Bring y'all a little bit closer. Okay, let me bring y'all a little bit closer so that y'all can see what we are dealing with. Okay, this is me. This is me being open and transparent. Again, like I said, you will not know anything unless I decide to tell it to you. Okay, so I'm being upfront and honest because if I want to help people on their financial journey to get financial health, I want you all to see the steps that I've taken and the things that I'm doing to help me to get there as well, right? Kind of like a practice what you preach. Okay, so don't say, why are you sharing all of your business? I know, I got it. It's okay, loves. Okay, just go with us on this journey. Okay, we all have, if you are an adult, like if you are adulting in this world, we all have some debt that we got to clear up at some point. And I just want to be a voice that helps you to know it's okay. Wherever you are starting in your debt, it is okay. We didn't always make the best financial decisions, guys. That's just truth. We may not have always made the best financial decisions. We may not have always started off all on the same financial path, right? But it's about getting on the right foot now and doing things better now. And so I'm giving you all this information because I want you to see that it can be done. Okay. So let's go over what I have so far. Now, mind you, the paper is long and I only have these up here. So I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm like, this this crazy amount of debt. No. Okay, so let's talk about the things that, I like color. So I had to do my handwriting is much better here, right? Because I was able to take my time and so my handwriting is not that bad. Okay, so let's jump into it. So I have Self. If you've not heard of Self is a credit builder type of app and account. So you develop an account. They do not give you credit. You just pay on-time payments until you get to a certain dollar amount. And I think that's $100. Once you get $100 saved, they will open up that credit line for you. And now you're able to spend your $100. Okay. And now you will be able to pay on that $100 balance. Okay. I hope I'm explaining this correctly. But also while you are paying on that, like if they give you access to that $100 as your credit. So now you get a credit card from Self and you are using that $100 and say you spend $75. So now you have to make those monthly payments as if it was a credit card to back into Self so that you can, build your credit that way. But also while you're making the monthly payments on that credit card, you can also keep making those monthly payments to increase your credit amount. Okay, so I started off at about $100 and now my credit has increased to $185 because I am not only paying back the money that I spend as my credit from Self, which is building my credit, but I'm also paying money to Self to increase my credit limit. Okay. I don't know if that made any sense to you all, but maybe if you all need further understanding about that, just let me know and I will gladly try to do a quick video. It's going to be like a very, very quick video explaining what Self is. Or maybe I'll just let you know in depth. If anyone has any questions, the next time I do a debt video, I'll explain further what Self is. Or you can go and just look up Self yourself and they'll be able to tell you. So I have Self, okay? My current interest rate on this card is 29.24%. Okay. I always send more money than they're asking for with this card. Cause like, my goodness. So the total balance that's on this card is $95.09. Okay. This is rather small. So it's $95.09 and the minimum payment is $30 a month. Now, it's not actually this, but this is how much that I am telling myself this payment is because I'm not paying less than $30 a month on this card. Okay. Then I have all of these right here from green to red credit cards. Child. I wish. You see this right here? Collections. Yeah, it did. It went there. But let's talk about it, right? I'm being as upfront and honest, okay? So First Premier, I have a First Premier credit card with MasterCard. I have two of them, okay? So I have one with a credit limit of $400 and it is a 16.9% interest rate, okay? The credit limit is $400. I currently owe $368. That minimum payment is $40 a month. First Premier Bank, number 2, I have a 36%. Whew, that's how I lift it up. My Lord, I can't wait to get rid of this one. I cannot wait. Yeah, do y'all hear what I'm saying? I cannot wait to get rid of this one. But this credit limit is $700. And as of okay, so I'm going to show you this little note down here. This is the current debt information as of 2/14. It is currently 2/18. It's currently 2/18. So it's only been 4 days. Not much has changed at all with these numbers. Okay. But I just wanted to write that down there just so that I wouldn't forget when I did this. So as of 2/14, which is actually as of today, because not much has changed since I wrote this down on the 14th. It's only the 18th. This is what the numbers are. So the credit limit is $700, but I currently have a balance of $671.82 and a minimum payment of $42 per month. Fingerhut. I have had Fingerhut for so long, it's not even funny. But I would make small payments on it. I wouldn't sometimes I wasn't even making the minimum payment on Fingerhut. And so after a while, I just said, you know what? Like I was adding to it, but not enough to bring the interest rate, not enough to not have them tack on multiple interests on this, right? So this really shouldn't even be this amount, but based on how long it took me to pay it and the interest that was accrued, now for Fingerhut, I have a debt of $743.07. And the minimum payment that I have planned to make towards that is $28.57. Okay. Amazon years ago, right? This is before I even started thinking about doing better with my finances. I had this Amazon bill and it started at $400 and something dollars. I think it was like $485. That was the amount of the loan. Yeah, the loan was like $485. So this is just over $100 of interest that accrued over this at this point. And I have made a couple payments on it since it has gone to collections. But the minimum payment for this is $73.74 per month. Okay. And these two, because they were sent to collections, I had to call them and set up payment plans. And I didn't even call them. I actually went online. I was able to go online and navigate when I wanted it to be paid off by and what I wanted to pay. So I was able to determine these. These are already set. All three of these are already set. These I was able to determine. I want to pay this off ASAP. Okay. The next one is a CQ bank payoff. Crazy situation happened. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to tell y'all this story about this, right? Because this shouldn't even be. This should not be, but it is. And because it is, now I got to pay it. Okay. $583.36. When I tell you I'm so frustrated with this, I'm so frustrated with this. Let me just, without going into too much detail now, because I don't want this video to be too long. I don't want to bore you all on the first debt payment video. Klarna, I didn't have after in there. Klarna, this should not be. I'm telling y'all, I can't wait. I'm going to tell y'all about this, y'all, because I'm so frustrated with this. But it's cool. $50 minimum payment. And then the last one is the largest one that I have, which is my Westlake Financial, which is my car note, my car loan. Okay. I have a balance of $34,296.35 on this car. And the minimum monthly payment is $623.57. Okay. This has been this dollar amount since I can remember. And you may be saying, oh my gosh, why is your car note that high? When I got my car, my down payment was not that high. I think I only paid like $1,500 in my down payment, and my credit was not the best. Thank God I still didn't need a cosigner, so I wasn't in a horrible situation. I did not need a cosigner in order to get my vehicle. Thank God for that. But I did have to come out paying almost $630 a month. And I have paid a significant amount on this car payment, on this car note. And so I should be able to refinance soon, and that will come down a little bit more. So, I'm not worried about refinancing it right now because there's just some other things that I just want to take care of. It's not killing me. It was killing me at one point. Let me be honest about that. That 623 was killing me at one point, but it's not killing me right now. So we're going to just be okay with what it is for right now. Okay. We are going to look into refinancing this car if I don't decide to go ahead and just get a new one, right? I'm thinking about, I saw a 2022 Nissan Rogue, which is what I currently have. I have a Nissan Rogue. I saw a 2022 version with all of the things in it that I wanted. By the time all of this is paid down and I have saved up the money that I need to save up, I'm thinking about getting me a brand new 2023. Oh no, this is 2024. Brand new 2024 Nissan Rogue with all of the things, the features that I wanted. I'm just convinced that I think I might go that route. But as of now, we're going to just stick with this. It was at one point where I was ashamed to tell people, girl, my car payment is $623. Simply because it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Okay. But it's okay, right? I made that decision because I wanted a car. I needed a car. My life has just been so much easier since I got a car. I did not want a small car. I am 6 feet. And I did not want to have to get these long legs in and out of a small car. I needed a truck. I wanted a Toyota, or Toyota was higher than this. And I said, I'm not doing it. So yeah, this is what we're sticking with. Okay. With that being said, the total balance that I am in debt is $37,347.68. I'm going to say that again. It's $37,347.68. And my minimum payments total towards debt. Y'all, I want y'all to hear me out, okay? Towards debt per month is $887.88 per month towards debt. I'm over it. These have to go. So all of these credit cards, 1, 2, 3, these credit cards got to go. They must. Like, there's no other alternative. And when I am finished with Fingerhut and Amazon, then they'll be off. I'm not going to get another credit card with them. I don't even know if they would let me, because these went to collections. I have no idea, but I'm not even going to shoot for it. I'm just going to pay them off and just let that be. If I can't afford to get it, then I'm just not going to get it from Amazon. Like, that's just what it is. And Fingerhut, child, please. Okay. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They're good. They did what they needed to do when they needed to do it. But yeah, no, I'm not going to go back to them. I don't desire to. I'm going to say that for now. I'll never say never, but for now, I have no desire to go back to those two. I think the only First Premier card, I might go ahead and get rid of the $400. No, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the $700. Child, I was about to say this one right here. Look at that interest. Why would I keep this card? Why would I do that to myself? So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this card. So these 3 will be gone. And then this one I'm only going to use for like small purchases like gas and things like that. So that I'm not paying so much. Like, okay, I'm just going to leave it there. So I can't wait, pretty much is what I'm saying. I can't wait to pay these off. Okay. So now, remember we were talking about what methods I'm going to use, and I said that I'm going to use the debt snowball and the debt priority method. So the debt snowball is paying back paying off the ones that are smallest to largest, right? And then the debt priority is paying off the one that has the most, what's the proper word she used? Consequence. Has the most consequences. I'm going to do a mixture of the two of them, okay? For example, self is the smallest bill that I have. Since it's the smallest, it's the first one that I'm going to tackle, simply because it's the smallest debt. Under $900, under $100, I can get this done probably my next pay. It's just that this is the first time this is the first time that I've actually sat down and looked at my debts. I can zoom this out, I think. Yeah. This is the first time I've actually looked at my debts to find out what it is that I have and need to pay. And so I think that I might, my next page, just go ahead and knock this one out so that self can be gone off of the list. Okay. I think that that's what I want to do. And then immediately after that one, the next one that I want to work on is First Premier. So that's the second smallest. My goodness, I just had like a brain fart kind of a moment. The second smallest is the First Premier one. So these two will be tackled first. Oh, with that being said, because it does show, yeah, the debt payment trackers. Okay, so coming here to the debt payment trackers, let me slide this over and zoom you all in. Okay. This pretty much tells you okay, so you have the creditor, the starting balance, the interest rate, the minimum payment, and the payoff order. So I'm going to go through just the payoff order, okay? Self will be number 1. The first premier one will be number 2. So the one that has a smaller interest rate will be number 2. And then after that, although on this paper, what's next in line on this paper is First Premier Bank 2, I'm going to head and do CQ, right? Because you have this one, and then this one, right? And then after that will be Amazon and so forth and so on. So I'm going to do self FPB1. That's what I named my cards as FPB1. So anytime you ever see FPB1, that's the one with the smaller interest rate. Then I have CQ that I'm going to do after that, okay? Because and this falls under the priority method as well as the debt snowball, right? Because it's the third one in line as far as the smallest, but this is priority because I want to reestablish my account with CQ. Like the way that it all went down, I was on the up and up, and it was just crazy. It was just crazy. I'm not going to share right now because that's going to require me to have to go and do screenshots of this, and I just don't have the energy to do it right now. So we will talk about what ended up happening with CQ. But when you have an outstanding unpaid balance on a bank account, you cannot go, like the banks communicate, you cannot go anywhere and open up a new account because they're going to show that you have an outstanding overdraft that you have not paid. So I need to pay this because I want to reopen this CQ account, okay? Because it shouldn't even be like this in the first place, but okay. And then after that, based on this list, I should be going to Amazon next, right? I'm not going to go to paying that off next simply because I will be making monthly payments to it. And because it's already at collections, it's going to be cool, right? It's going to be cool. The next one that I'm going to hop to after the CQ is FPB2, the one with the 36% interest rate. I got to get rid of this. I'm so over this card. I'm over this card. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? I'm overpaying this card. And if you watch my savings challenge videos, when I am over something, I am over it. Like I am moving on. Sorry, y'all keep moving this back and forth. I'm sorry. I am moving on, and that's just going to be that on that. Next, after that, then I will go pay Amazon. Then I will pay Fingerhut, and then I will pay Westlake Financial. Okay. So that's going to be the order. It will be CQ, then FPB1, and then, no, it will be self, and then FPB1, and then CQ, and then FPB2, and then Amazon, and then Fingerhut, and then Westlake Financial, okay? And then she gives you in this booklet, let me bring it back some. In this booklet, you get debt progress jars. So this one is for self. And you'll start it off when you start making payments, and then you'll put the amount that you paid and the date that you payment. You do that all the way to get to paid in full. So the next time you see this book, I'm going to be making a payment to self. I will. You know how I show you my Amex? I don't know why this looks crooked, guys. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I show you my Amex account? To show you how the payments are looking. I'll also put a screenshot in when I make this payment so that you all can see when the balance is 0 on it. I'll give you the starting balance and the ending balance. And my very next pay, we may just be coloring this entire thing in because we will have tackled that one. Okay. And so I've done that for all of them. I listed all of my. Now, the only ones that will be moving monthly, even if I don't make a big payment to it, will be First Premier Bank 1, First Premier Bank 2, Amazon, and Fingerhut. So with that said, yeah, because I'm going to have to keep in mind that I'm also paying. Okay, so here's why I also say that I'm going to do the debt snowball method. So self. The monthly payment that I have for self is $30 a month. Once this self bill is gone, I'm not going to stop paying that $30 a month. That $30 a month will still be attributed to my debt, to this $887.88. It's just that now that $30 a month will now go towards the next payment, right? So once self is taken off, that $30 that I've been spending a month will now become free. So I'm going to take that $30, instead of attributing it to something else, I'm now going to put it towards First Premier Bank. And now I will be paying $70 a month towards First Premier Bank until this is paid off. Okay. I'm going to keep doing that. Once self and First Premier Bank is paid off, I will now have $70 extra that I can use within my budget. I'm not going to spend that money on anything else. I'm going to now attribute that $70 and I'm going to put it towards this $50. And now I'm paying $150 I'm paying $120, excuse me, now towards CQ until that's paid off. I will keep doing that and keep doing that until all of these are paid off. After a while, I should be spending $887.88 per month towards my Westlake Financial, which will help me to pay this off faster. Does that make sense? So that's what the snowball method is about. And so that's what I'm going to do. But after CQ, I will be using the prioritization. No, after First Premier Bank, I'll be using the prioritization method, which would then become CQ, which would then become First Premier. Then I'm going to go to Amazon. It will no longer be about which amount is the smallest. It will be about the priority of which one has the greater consequence if I don't hurry up and get this off of my account. Make sense? Cool. So that's that. And then I think that's all that's in this book. And then I'm going to show you all this page, even though I'm not going to show you what my credit score number is currently. That's the one piece of information I'm going to keep to myself. But it does come with a monthly credit score tracker. You can track how much your credit score is each month. And so, yeah. You'll be able to keep up. Okay, once you've made your payments, what is your credit score changed to? And you'll be able to do that monthly. And at the end of the year, I expect to be in a wonderful place with my credit score. Okay. And then she has a little thank you notice. Okay. And so I want to first start by saying thank you to Jasmine, who has just been a motivating voice and factor in this entire debt payoff journey. I am appreciative of this debt-free workbook journey that, she not only, wants to be in a place of financial freedom for herself, but she's made this so that we are also able to join her on this journey and to get to a better place financially. And so I'm appreciative to her for that. Thank you to each and everyone watching this video. Again, I will link her page as well as her website down below so that you can get you one of these if you would like to join her and I, both of us, on this debt-free journey. Your numbers may be a lot higher than mine. Yours may be more of like maybe medical expenses or things like that. That's your debt, or maybe student loans. I am not certain. I'm currently in school right now, so I do have loans, but I don't have to pay them back until I am out of school. So I'm not really worried about them right now. But yeah, so I hope that you have enjoyed this video and that you will join us in this journey, okay? The book was not expensive at all, and it's a printable, and you can download it as many times as you need it, okay? And so thank you for watching this video. If you have liked it, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friend to subscribe. Tell your auntie, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your father, your mother, your brother, your sister. Tell everybody to come over and subscribe as we get on this journey to developing our better financial health. Okay. I love you all. God bless you, and you have a wonderful day.